Hey everybody, Tom Messner here with Vermont Startup Profile in 5 minutes or less, where we talk with entrepreneurs and business leaders in the Vermont startup world. Today, I have a quick conversation with Joe Giallanella, Vice President of ZymoChem and the General Manager of their Products Division. ZymoChem is based in San Leandro, California, with an important and growing office in Vermont.
Well, Joe, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. We certainly appreciate that. We've got to start from square one here. What exactly is ZymoChem?
Well, great to be with you, Tom. Thanks for having me. ZymoChem is breakthrough science for a fossil-free future. We are a materials company, and we're rethinking how you make everyday items. So if you think about everyday products that you come in touch with, things that you touch, you feel, you wear each day, most of those are made with petroleum-based ingredients and likely persist in the environment well after you're done using them. So at ZymoChem, what we're doing is we're replacing those fossil fuel-based inputs with bio-based ingredients and can design many of them to biodegrade as well. And so we're really modernizing the materials industry. And so with that in mind, we like to think of ourselves as building a 21st century version of DuPont.
So just how does that work then?
Well, so since our founding in 2015, we've set out to really address three problems we see in the manufacturing of materials. It's those petroleum-based ingredient inputs, it's the high carbon and high energy intensive manufacturing process, and the fact that these materials persist for generations. And so what we do is we use a fermentation-based process to create high-value materials. And it's actually not that dissimilar from brewing beer, in fact. So like brewing, we take a renewable feedstock, in our case, sugar, and we feed it to proprietary microbes. And within those microbes are a variety of enzymes that create a predetermined pathway. And it's that organic chemistry that gives us our high-value materials. Now, unlike brewing beer, which releases a lot of carbon in the form of CO2, that's the head of your beer, all of the carbon that's produced in our process remains in the finished product. And so our yields are much higher. And so that allows us to create materials without compromising cost, performance, scalability, and we get all the added sustainability benefits with it. And so it's really our secret sauce in those microbes and that organic chemistry. And that's actually where we get our name. So it's ZymoChem, enzymes plus organic chemistry.
Wow. Well, I understand that you guys have had some really good news recently. You had a big Series A fundraise and also some pretty impressive partners, huh?
We are very excited to share, Tom, that to wrap up 2023, we just closed a sizable Series A round. It's led by Breakout Ventures, who's been a longstanding partner of ours, which we're thrilled about. And in fact, all of our seed-based investors joined us in the Series A round.
Wow.
But we were also able to bring in some really top-tier new investors, including Toyota Ventures and Lululemon Athletica. And so you can envision your yoga pants or the interior of your car being made with bio-based ingredients and bio-nylon in the not too distant future. So we're thrilled about that. And we're also excited to share that we were able to bring in some forward-thinking Vermont-based investors too.
Nice. What might this all mean for jobs in Vermont?
Well, terrific. What we're doing here in Vermont with ZymoChem is building the products division. And we're doing that for a whole host of reasons. As you know, Vermont's a great place to scale businesses, and there's a long legacy of great brands being built here. We have access to great talent, and there's a sustainably minded consumer base here too. And we're committed to both Vermont and our West Coast operations in California, where we're headquartered. And so over the coming years, we plan to double in size in both locations.
Thanks for watching Vermont Startup Profile in 5 minutes or less. Profile is a production of Dialed Studio at Hula. A big thanks to Joe Giallanella of ZymoChem. Look for another Vermont Startup Profile in February.